Before this video starts, I should mention I will briefly talk about a subject that a lot of people might not be comfortable with. However, I think it's very important that I do talk about it in regards to this game. The timestamp will be on screen when I talk about it if you would like to skip through it. I just played through the demo of Yakuza Kiwami 3. I am someone who has a love-hate relationship for Yakuza 3. The story is one of my favorites in the series, but the gameplay is objectively very janky and dated. I saw that they were doing a remake of the game, and I was actually very happy to see that. I really liked Kiwami 1 and 2, so my assumption was that Kiwami 3 would be really good too. And it even comes with a bonus side story about Mine, so why wouldn't it be good? The reception has been very mixed on this game, so I assumed it might not actually be as good as I'd hoped. After pouring a couple hours into each of the stories included in the demo, I am also very mixed on my thoughts here. It isn't bad to play by any means, but it seems very lazy. A lot of it seems rushed, things are way too changed, and it only seems faithful for when it comes to the plot and layouts of each area, which I wouldn't be shocked if those were also just reused from the past games. First and foremost, I would like to talk about Kiwami 3's story. This is the same as Yakuza 3's story, so it's not bad. Like I said, I enjoyed the original story a lot, and if it has Dragon Engine gameplay, then I think it will be alright. From what I've played, it seems as faithful as you can get for something like this, which is to be expected with the Kiwami remakes. And then for Dark Tie's story, it's a new story made just for the remake. It's alright. I really don't have any negative thoughts on it so far, as I did only really get to see like the first bit of it, but it does look promising. Now for the graphics, they are a bit, well, janky to say the least. Something notable is that the original did look better in some regards. The water looks awful and Okinawa looks really oversaturated. I felt almost nauseous because of this while playing. It's strange that this series has started to look worse over time. In Yakuza 6, environments look better than they do in Kiwami 3, and these games are released like 10 years apart. I don't think I can play through a whole ass game like this. The battle gameplay is exactly what you'd expect from a modern Like a Dragon game. It's very similar to Like a Dragon Gaiden, so if you like that game's gameplay, then you'll probably like this one too. And I did like a Dragon Gaiden, so this isn't like bad gameplay in my eyes. It's probably more similar to Kiwami 2, but both of them are pretty much the same. I don't really care for Mine's gameplay in Dark Ties. It did grow on me while I was playing through it, but I don't know. It is a bit unique compared to all the other bare-handed fighting styles that we've got in the series so far. I don't really know what this like Persona 5-ass move is supposed to be really, but it's kinda cool. Now traveling around the overworld feels really great. The game runs very smoothly on PS5 at least, and the environments are stable enough to travel around. For most of the Like a Dragon games that I've played on PS5, I played the Pirate one, I played Aishin, and I played a little bit of Infinite Wealth on PS5, and they all ran pretty well, and they all worked really good. So I'm glad to see that this game actually runs decently and isn't an optimized slop. I always liked in the newer games how you can easily go in and out of each store without it loading a whole new area like it did in the originals. It does this pretty seamlessly, which I really like, and I didn't really notice any like lag spikes or anything. The only minigames that I could find that weren't either blocked off or outright not allowed to be played in the demo was the Sega UFO catcher, as well as darts. I don't really care about this. These minigames are pretty much the same throughout all the games that they're in, but I think I can still say fuck you, RGG. another fuck you is deserved for the awful redesign choices. These actors aren't ugly or anything by any means, but they don't look anything like their original counterparts. Like, that is not Rikia, bruh. Sorry, Jesus Christ, that I could feel the caucasity in that one. I am so sorry for saying that. But yeah, it makes the game seem very unfaithful to those who don't know about the mocap being used. I feel like if you're someone who doesn't know too much about mocap actors, or especially Japanese mocap actors, you're not really gonna gonna find this game as faithful if you're someone who only played the original. It also just seems like a way to shoehorn popular actors into the game for no other reason than, look who we got. This guy was in another thing that you like, and he's in this thing, and you might like it because he's in it. I I haven't seen anything positive about them replacing these characters with mocap actors that don't look anything like them. I've literally only seen negative stuff about it, other than like 3 comments that are just like, yeah, let's go RGG, this is gonna be peak. Especially considering who they chose to play Hamazaki in this game. Trigger warning. Teruyuki Kagawa is the mocap actor that they used to replace Hamazaki in this game. In 2019, he sexually assaulted 2 hostesses. He is an awful fucking person, and this alone is a big reason why I really don't want to purchase the full game when it's out. And I also kind of advise you to not buy the game when it comes out because of this. RGG has shown that assault isn't a serious enough offense, but has fired actors in the past for drug possession. It's a really gross and odd behavior that goes against the message of some arcs in these games. A Yakuza 1 literally opens with Nichiki killing his patriarch for SAing someone, and numerous times later in the series it has been openly frowned upon. Hell, even in this game, it's shown to be frowned upon. This double standard is really, really weird, and it gave me a really, really bad taste in my mouth before this game even came out, and before I even got to play the demo of it. It is very strange, it is very odd, and I don't really think it is worth my time. And this is like a massive reason why. Even like the game itself, I don't really care for. I liked Yakuza 3, but I would rather play the original Yakuza 3, because as far as I know, none of the actors in that game, the original, fucking SA'd someone. I don't think that happened. I, I don't want anything to do with this game, is basically my point with this whole situation specifically. In conclusion, please just save your money, or buy it when it's on sale if you really want it. Otherwise, I really recommend just playing the original if you haven't. It aged poorly, but I'd say the first 2 games are jankier and worth playing the Kiwami remakes over compared to 3. At the point that I'm recording this, the original Yakuza 3 has been delisted from Steam, but you can find physical editions if you have a console. I really do recommend getting your hands on one of these physical copies if you have the console that can play them, or you might have to sail the 7 seas to find something to play. But I do definitely recommend the original Yakuza 3 over this. And if you really, really want the game, then, like I said, buy it on a sale. It is not worth $60. I cannot stress this enough. The original is like $20, I think. Like, it is so overly expensive for no reason. But I don't have anything else to say. I've said everything that I think I need to say. I'm not supporting this game. I don't really think anybody else should, but you know, it's your money. Do with it what you will. But I'm just saying, you might have a better time if you just play the original. But I understand the gameplay is very janky in the original, but hey, I'll take it over. I'll take it over unethically purchasing games, I guess. I don't know. This shit just kind of makes me mad.